Welcome to solverfy.
Okay, we are given a pathway and we are asked what would happen if one of these links in the pathway would become dysfunctional. So first things first, let's see let's notice that all of the effects that the previous node has on the following node is positive, meaning that an increase in one level results in the increase in all subsequent level. So UV induces skin exposure. So skin exposure to UV induces DNA damage, which induces activation of p53, that induces activation of p21, that induces activation of apoptosis. When the cells die, then they are shed in skin peels, right? So all the arrows lead up. So there's a positive increase in all of these processes with the exposure of UV light. And the question is asking what would happen if p53 is mutated. So what would happen if this guy right here becomes unresponsive? Okay, so you would have this would still occur normally. Skin exposure to increased UV would cause DNA damage, but then here you would have no, well, so actually you would have increased p53 as well. It's just that the p53 would be dysfunctional, so it wouldn't have an effect on the downstream events. So nothing would happen to p21, nothing would happen to apoptosis, and your skin wouldn't peel. So basically, this is where the chain fails after p53. So let's look at our answer choices. Um, so answer choices are a combination of 4 different options. The options are damage to DNA. Damage to DNA will still occur. Okay, so so option one is not there. So we are not looking for. Actually, I drew that at the wrong place. So damage to DNA is still occurring. Okay, so option one is not included in our correct choice. P53 activation. Um, Yeah, because even though you are increasing p53, I would consider p53 activation if p53 is actually doing its function. So the mutation is disallowing p53 from being active. Because by definition, if p53 was active, then it would induce increased levels of p21. So you might have a case where levels of the enzyme or the protein are actually increased, but its level is not, and it's not active. So just because you have more of it, it doesn't mean anything if it's not active. So I would say that option two would actually be affected. P21 would obviously be affected because it's downstream, so you wouldn't have P21 produced. And apoptosis, same thing, apoptosis would not occur. So the 3 things that we have here are P activation would not occur, p21 activation would not occur. So this is p53. Sorry, I didn't draw that. And apoptosis would not occur, whereas DNA damage would still occur. And the answer choice that has 2 options, 2, 3, and 4 is choice B.